Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome yourself to the 97th episode of the Blind Counter Podcast. It is your host with the most, the Offset, aka Big Bobby today. And I'm joined here today with two co-hosts themselves. We got Mr. AMANE down there in the middle, and we got Jack in the bottom down there. Working kind of on an awkward setup, so I do apologize for some of the jankiness of this. But how we doing today, gentlemen? How we feeling?
Janky. Nah, hey, we're getting a new setup figured out. But I think you did good, Bob. You did good. It's been a little
Absolutely.
bit. A little bit.
Yeah, it has, man. It's been an absolute minute. And honestly, dude, my old PC's been giving me trouble. So I got a new Mac, and then now I'm trying to set up everything on this Mac. But then, if anyone knows how to use Streamlabs on Mac, it's complicated as fuck. So having a little bit of technical difficulties and trying to recreate all my stream scenes and sources and whatnot. It's been a pain in my fucking ass, dude. But nevertheless, man, we're gonna keep pushing through because we've got a lot to talk about. But before we get into that, what y'all been up to, man? What y'all been up to these past weeks?
Jack, start us off, bro.
Yeah, man. I just finished up law school. Last time ever being in school. So
Absolute W there.
just finished finals last week, graduating in a couple days here. So I'm just kind of relaxing. I'm at a different setup, so
Mm-hmm.
that's why I don't got the camera on, man. I'm back home in New York, so I'm just
Ooh,
chilling until I graduate and then, get ready to watch Major 3.
Absolutely. What about you, Mr. Money? How you
hey,
doing?
good. Well, bro, Buddy Boolin over there in New York. I'm jealous, dog. I'm jealous. Working on music, bro. Been playing some different games. I can't lie. Actually got into some Rocket League 2 weeks ago. I actually dig it. Never played it before. Just waiting for Major 3, to be honest. I haven't been playing Duty here lately. I just
Rocket League's a movie.
Yeah,
it is a
I'll be
movie.
honest, dude. Like Rocket League, I've downloaded it too. It's pretty fun. COD this go around here in this April, going into May, has been dry as fuck, dude. So like, I mean,
Yes.
it's just it's unplayable at this point. It's not even fun, not even fun. But hopefully we
New game
can
tips.
get some good shit coming for season 4. But nevertheless, man, we
Mm-hmm.
got some shit to talk about, so we can just jump
Ooh.
right into it here. First thing up on the chop block here, we got Telluride Bush. Um, Having a second roster here. So they've got the Shrub, and that's going to be 5 skill. I don't even know how to say these names. We got Skills, Arcides, Asim, Weavy, and Skill. Arcides, Asim, Weavy, and Skill are the absolute roster here for that new Telluride Bush roster here. And then getting into some other news here, we also have SSG was rumored to be entering the CDL last year. While we
I
were
wish.
discuss multiple groups here, we ultimately passed on a few reasons. What we found was deep diving into the economics of the licensing that would be transferred at a cost, and it was more of a liability than an asset. The real value of the brands attached to the license make it hard to justify at a heavy cost to obtain. Blah blah blah. So it just turns out that SSG will not be joining the CDL anytime soon, at least there. So that's like the
Costs
little
too much. It's
yeah.
crazy though. Like I wish they were in what instead of who. I mean, you can get fucking Surge out of there. You can get
Yeah.
Carolina low key out of there. Like
Yeah, there's a lot of teams you can get rid of, but honestly, like makes a lot of sense. Like there's
just wait.
no value right now in operating a team. Like I feel like it should be around like the brand that you create, and instead it's around like how much you pay for the spot. And I know Zuma's been talking about it. Like he had to pay like 10 mil to get it from Surge, or like 7 mil to get it from C9 or whatever. I think he said, and it's just like, bro, like these league spots are just kind of they're losing money so fast that like they just want somebody to come in and like wipe out their debts, and like the reality is that
No one's gonna do that.
nobody's gonna want to do that. It's just
Yeah,
a liability. Yeah.
it's so
Yeah,
stupid.
no.
They just need to get a clean wipe and rebuild from the bottom there for that shit because it's just insane. But all
Open the
right,
whole thing up.
yeah. But anyhow, we've got some challenger shit to talk about, so we go jump right into here to North American, the NA Cup 11 here that went down this past weekend as well. So here's the bracket for winners round 1 all the way to grand finals here. So we had Project Notorious, Bittersweet, Stallions, Omit Brooklyn, Carolina Reapers, Huntsmen, Telluride Bush, and the Telluride Shrub all in winners. And then in the losers bracket there, um, obviously it kind of goes down in here too. So looks like winners round 1, Project P7 versus Bittersweet win that 3-1, and then move into winners round 2, and then Stallions and Omit Brooklyn. Omit takes out Stallions there, and they move into winners round 2, and then we get the Huntsmen and Carolina Reapers. Obviously the Huntsmen win that, and then move forward into the winners round 2 there, and then Telluride Bush versus the Shrub there. It's an interesting little storyline there, but obviously the Bush move forward in the winners round 2 there. And then winners round 2, we had Project Notorious and Omit Brooklyn battle it out, and then they move on. Project 7 moves on into winners finals, and then we also had the Bush Gaming and Huntsmen, Bush 3-0 Huntsmen in that winners round 2, and they move forward into winners finals. And then that's going to give you your winners finals going to be Project Notorious and Telluride Bush. P7 win that 3-1, and they move into grand finals there. And then kind of looking at the losers bracket here, Stallions take out Bittersweet, move to round 2. The Shrub take out Carolina Reapers, they move into round 2. And then round 2 of the losers bracket, we had Huntsmen versus the Stallions. Huntsmen win that 3-2 and move forward there. And then we had Omit Brooklyn versus the Telluride Shrub. Omit wins that 3-2 as well. And then in that last elimination round 3 for losers bracket, Omit Brooklyn take out Huntsmen and move forward there into elimination finals. And then we had Telluride Bush versus Omit Brooklyn. Telluride Bush 3-0 Omit Brooklyn and move to the grand finals. And then it was an absolute banger of a series for grand finals here for the cup. We'll go into a little breakdown of what that looks like here, if it'll let me. Let's see here. Yes, the grand finals for this Cup 11 for the NA was a 4-3, went down to the wire there, and Bush come out victorious in a 4-3 victory here. They played a hard point on Colossus. P7 take that home, and then Bush take home map 2, which is that raid, search, and destroy, as well as map 3, overload on Scar, as well as the map 4, Den Hardpoint, and then map 5, the search and destroy on Plaza, goes to around 11, going to the side of P7. Overload on Den, map 6 goes to P7 as well, and then ending things out on that search and destroy Den 6-3. Bush Gaming come out victorious for Cup 11. Kind of crazy there. Is there anything that you guys want to speak about on this series, on this this Telluride Bush versus P7 grand finals?
It was a long one, I know that, and I wish there was clips on the maps, but it's all good. That was crazy at the end. The Face It guys are, I mean, what do y'all think about the decision? I mean, I'd probably leave it too, but like that's shit crazy. Server side bomb timer cheese.
Yeah, we can go into a little breakdown here. So during that last map, they had a 2v1 with bomb down here, and we'll just go into a live listening on what Beans had to show.
Let's hold on. Let's fucking hold on here, folks. Let me get a .25. He's running, knife out. The heart's going faster. 7.9. Oh!
Picks it up at 7.8.
Boom, picks it up. 7.8, maybe 7.9, depends. I'm thinking, yes! Yes! Aye, boys, we're 4-stack banging, eh? Next round, listen, Frog, you come with me, we're going to hit this out. Let's hold on, let's fuck.
Yeah, and so he picks it up at 7.8, and the bomb actually blows up due to some, I guess, server latency there. And Dimicon goes on to say, based on the clip that you've provided us, we've noticed that in the game, the diffuse message appeared at 7.8 on the timer. With that, we considered this due to latency with the server, that the counter must have been lower than what it was shown, and will consider the results of the last round valid and will be maintained. So yeah, kind of some fugazi cheese there, but nevertheless, man,
It happened.
Project 7 got hoed, and Telluride Bush win Cup number 11. So just kind of looking at stat lines across the board, we got Beans dropping a .83 for the series, Diamond kind of .89, Eric Boom a .94, and Snoopy a 1.09, and Abe's on the Telluride Bush drops a 1.20, Cammy a 1.01, Cap 1.06, and Prolude a .95. But absolute banger of a series here, an absolute great matchup in the grand finals for this Cup 11 and Challengers. But do we have any final thoughts for this series here?
Jackie?
I don't really have anything. I mean, like other than like that like round, what was it? Whatever, final round of the den. I mean, it was a pretty straightforward cup. Kind of not really any major surprises. A lot of the teams in challengers just changed rosters before the major. Stallions obviously made a change. For Fun obviously made a change. So those teams not really making it far kind of made sense. Project Notorious I think they've won like 5, or they've gone to like the finals like the past like 8 Challengers Cups, and Telluride Bush I think going out early in the Elite, which is kind of like, the money tournament. I think they kind of had something to prove here. So I don't know. That's kind of my analysis. These two teams are the ones that kind of wanted it the most, I'd say, and kind of crazy how it came down to that den round.
Yeah, absolutely there. Okay, well, we'll go on over here. That's going to be it for the North American Cup 11 for Challengers there. Then going into the Elite playoffs here for Challengers as well. Let's get a good overview of what this looks like here. Yes, I mean, this was for 50 grand, and this went through April 30th to about May 7th. And here's the bracket here, but obviously we got your heavy hitters here. We got P7, Torney Sports, Stallions, Omit Brooklyn, Huntsmen, Cabal Gaming, FaZe Falcons, For Fun Esports, all in the run for this absolute grand finals here. And it looks like Huntsmen and P7 go to grand finals here. So we'll go straight to that grand finals real quick. And this was a 4-2 victory going to the side of P7. Looks like we played a hardpoint map 1 on Colossus, 250-43 going to the side of Project Notorious, and Huntsman answer back on the map 2, Raid, Search and Destroy, and then P7 take the lead in round 3, or map 3 that is, on the Overload Exposure, and then take home the map 4 hardpoint Den. Huntsman answer back on that map 5 Den, Search and Destroy 6-1, and then to end things out 4-2 on the Den Overload 8-2 there. Project Notorious, aka P7, take it home. But what are your thoughts, man? We got any thoughts here? I know our number 1 Challengers correspondent Jack Mehoff might have some absolute knowledge or ball knowledge on this.
I don't really have anything on the final, honestly. Like the final was kind of a snooze fest, just because honestly, like the winners final was like really like the money round of the tournament. The whole point of the Elite, obviously, like the money involved is great for like the teams, but really it's just securing your spot in the Pro-Am. If anybody wasn't paying attention, P7 already qualified due to winning, or going to the finals rather, of Major 2. So really what it came down to is if P7 were to make the finals of the Elite, whatever team came in second, or whatever team met them in the finals, would make it to the Pro-Am as well. And so what it really came down to was Huntsman and P7 in the winners final. And that series was probably the craziest series I've watched in fucking all of Call of Duty. Swooty had some crazy shit go down to him. Yeah, bro. Map 2, he ended up actually having his controller disconnect in a 1v1, round 11. They ended up losing that map, and then they ended up going to a game 5. And, oh, I'm sorry. Also in that map 2, Swooty also got ninja defused. And I'm not gonna lie, like he checked the bomb with like 8 seconds left, and like you if you go back and slow it down, like you can see that somebody was on it, but like in like real time, like there's not a soul that was watching that thought that somebody was on it. So honestly, like P7's an incredible team. Like they obviously, they won Major 2, they won the Elite. They got hosed in the cup. They deserve to be there and to win the elite. But like, I really thought like the most impressive series of the weekend was definitely this series, because this was kind of the big money match to see if Huntsman could actually make it to the elite, or I'm sorry, to the pro am.
Yes, because obviously P2 or P7 qualified, so then this was kind of that life or death for them. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that Plaza S&D. If anybody has time to watch that, I highly recommend it, because that was probably one of the most insane maps of Search and Destroy I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I agree. That shit was nuts, dude.
Also, like watching like the like watch parties like that. I mean, just cinema. But yeah, no, I mean going back to the elite though, it was a great tournament. If you were there watching like live, like it was probably some of like the most hyped Call of Duty that we've gotten all year, honestly, just because like it's a tournament format, there's group stages. You had like 2 weeks of group stages where your team was playing 2 matches a night, which is like, I don't know, really entertaining. And then you go into the brackets, you have your double elim tourney, and all the best challenger teams are playing. Like, kind of wish that the league would go into a similar format. Just because like this shit was online, but it was still cinema. I mean, FaZe Falcons were on the brink of not even qualifying during the group stages, and then they ended up actually going into losers and then making this insane losers bracket run as well. Like, I think that there was like a lot of storylines going on during the elite that I wish that the CDL would kind of like take notes.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, I'm just trying to make sure we cover everything here. But yeah, man, definitely some great challenge. I mean, challengers this year has been absolute cinema across the board. So we're gonna try to continue to dive deep here and make it flow a little bit better. But nevertheless, man, we got some great Call of Duty to watch. But yeah, well, moving on here from out of challengers. Let's see here. We don't want to bring that up. Yeah, we don't want to bring that up either. Okay, all right. So moving into the CDL here, we've got obviously Major 3 right around the corner this weekend here, and this is going to be another Pro Am, the first one this year. And as far as the bracket goes, we've got pretty much our group qualifiers here. So in Group A, we've got Optic, Omit, G2, and Surge. Then you're in your B group, we've got Toronto Koi, Huntsmen, the Royal Ravens, and Heretics. Then we move over here to C group. We've got Thieves, P7, Gentlemates, and Breach. And then in Group D, we've got FaZe, Rocky Sports, Riyadh Falcons, and Cloud9. And then I would assume what they're going to play a couple matches to kind of see who qualifies to go into the absolute bracket, and then from there, it's a double elimination tournament, and then so on and so forth here. But
It's a win 2 before you lose 2 format. So if you lose 2 games, you're out. If you win 2 games, you're in.
Okay.
I love
Of group.
This should be every time. I love this. This is amazing to look at.
Now, out of the 4 challengers teams, right, and within their respected group, which ones do you guys see finding success to make it into the tournament?
Definitely P7 in my opinion.
I would say P7 has probably the best like straight up chance.
Yeah.
I just think Gentlemates just aren't as strong, and neither is Breach, obviously. I think Snoopy going up against his former team in the Breach is going to be cinema. If that matchup ends up happening, I think it probably will end up happening. But I think that P7 has the best chance. Even though they're going to probably get slammed by Thieves opening. I mean, who knows? But in terms of second best, because I think we probably all agree on P7, I think Rocky Sports has like a real good shot of getting out of that group. Having the Saudis go up against Riyadh will be cinema, and also like I think the Saudis will clean the floor with Cloud9. So I think there's a potential where Rock beats Falcons and beats Cloud9 and sneaks in.
That would be crazy.
Yeah,
Rocky Sports is underrated as fuck. They won Major 1 and they beat P7. They ran the floor with everybody.
You know, I know.
They were
Rock Esports has definitely been one that's been turning heads a lot. So yeah, I mean, imagine what that camp's gonna look like when they actually beat the pro Saudi team. What that restructure might look like there. But I mean, as far as like Huntsmen go, I mean, I feel like they got a pretty good chance too. They've got to go up against Carolina Royal Ravens, which on land they haven't been doing well. And we also got Miami Heretics, which depending on how they show up, I mean, they be really good on land or really piss poor on land. And then Toronto Koi, that one's going to be more of a challenging one for them there. But I would say, Royal Ravens will be the easiest one, and then Miami might be that second easiest matchup there for them. But we'll see if they can actually make things connect there on land for the Huntsmen. And then Omit, they're in the fucking blender, dude. There's no way they're beating Optic or G2. They might beat Vancouver Surge. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, I just see Optic and G2 getting out of that bracket.
Huntsmen are an interesting team because I think every team in their group is better than them. But the Huntsmen are like a really good S&D team, so if you can steal that S&D and then maybe get a respawn in there somewhere and make things mixy and get to a game 5, like you could potentially dirty Nuzlo a team. Like I think the Ravens and the Heretics. I think the Heretics are kind of like they're gross at S&D, but like I don't know. That Huntsman team is like a little scrappy. Like they're actually pretty good at S&D. I think they could turn some heads. And Koi is really bad at S&D. Like Koi is atrocious at S&D. So that's like one thing. Like I think Koi is like heads and toe like better than Huntsman, but like it could get weird.
Yeah, it's definitely
yeah
gonna get
Kips
weird.
in there. Yeah, I can see it.
It's definitely gonna get weird. Well, then also too, all the pros scrim against the pros. So when they have like this challenger kind of coming in, challenger teams coming in here and mixing things up, they don't know the tendencies. They don't know the routes. They don't know where to be expecting them. I mean, of course, there's like those power positions and predictability aspects there, but you never know like how they're gonna be pacing the map, what they're gonna be playing, how they're gonna be playing, things like that. So yeah, it'd be a little bit of an interesting shakeup here. Especially for the weaker teams in the CDL, like Cloud9, for example, going up against Rock Esports. Definitely see them getting slammed. Riyadh Falcons definitely have to come correct. P7 against Boston Breach and Gentlemates.
P7 regularly scrims against CDL teams. Pretty much weekly they get CDL scrims. As for Cloud9 does not get many CDL scrims. They mostly have to scrim against AMs because most CDL teams won't scrim them.
Makes
It's
sense.
so
So
crazy.
that is a little tidbit there. That is a little tidbit of info.
Okay.
What another map count too against the like other AM teams? Like, what if they get shit on here and there? They're like,
I mean,
fuck.
Bush like a couple weeks ago was like wiping the floor with Carolina. I believe they played against Carolina, ran them. I think they ran Surge, and then I think they ran G2. I could be wrong about that. But it was like a couple weeks ago. It was like right before like qualifier started.
Love to see it.
Hell,
Holy shit.
yeah, it's gonna be an interesting pro-am to say the least there, but yeah, man, definitely gonna be some interesting storylines to go across the board there, and then just kind of seeing what's coming up here for the CDL. I mean, obviously we've got Omit versus Optic coming to fruition on Friday. Looks like we also have G2 versus Vancouver Surge going down on Friday. And then we'll have FaZe versus Rock Esports and Riyadh Falcons versus Cloud9 within that. Oh my gosh, we're going to have a bunch of stuff to watch on Friday, dude. We've got all kinds of matches. We got 4 matches going down at 12 o'clock on Friday.
All the way up to Delta streams like the whole day.
Yeah, this is going to be an absolute
Oh, I love it.
absolute banger weekend.
I love
Riyadh versus Cloud9, Toronto versus Huntsmen, Carolina versus Miami, P7 versus LA Thieves, Paris versus Breach. Oh, yeah, man. This is going to be a good one. Okay. Well, good shit, man. Good shit. Is there anything that you guys want to really kind of go through on this bracket here? You guys want to just let it play out?
We'll see, bro. I mean,
I feel like the sorry, I just cut you off, Mr. Money. Actually, hold on, my bad.
no, you're good. I was gonna say, I mean, I'll be going to Saturday. I won't be able to watch, which kind of sucks. But it looks like Friday's loaded, so I'm all right with it. But yeah, this is gonna be a crazy tourney.
Yeah, I'm really not gonna be able to watch live until like Sunday, probably, maybe a little bit Friday, but like I'm gonna be busy as fuck, so that kind of sucks. But no, I feel like Like it's just not like super predictable. What the hell was that? It's just not super predictable, which is actually like what I really enjoy. Like we're not just starting at this like 8-team tournament or like this play in like last major, you were instantly in this like 8-team tournament basically after like the first 2 games or whatever, and like 2 teams didn't show up, and like now we have like an abundance of matches. You're gonna have bunch of group play before bracket play even starts. Like if you make it into bracket, like you deserve to be in bracket. It's not like Carolina like flies out to like London, plays one series and is booted home. Like you're gonna have like 2 or 3 cracks
Yeah.
in this tournament. Like you get at least minimum 2 games in groups, and then if you get out of that, you get another 2 lives. So it's gonna be like a real like test of like who's the best team. Like I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm excited, man. Okay, well that's gonna be it for that. We'll just
Who y'all
see.
got winning Major 3?
Guys, I mean, optics looking good, obviously. We might get a
That's like a good
surpriser like out of LA Thieves, maybe. With the new meta phase, obviously they come off of Major 2 champions. I'd say those are the top 3, honestly, man. I don't see anybody else really taking the cake. What about you?
I
Anybody?
call it Optic Rock Grand Final. No, that'd be fucking crazy.
That'd be insane.
I mean, I'm biased, but Optics definitely won. But I could see FaZe taking another just based off how things have been going. Depends on if O4's got the God PC again or not, really, for that one. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
hopefully Optic get this one. They need at least one before champ.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think this one's like optics for the taking. I mean, again, but I mean, FaZe has been looking pretty meh recently. I think LAT ended up 0-2 this past weekend, right? So, I mean, those are the 3 that I would put in like they're gonna be in the finals, like 2 of these 3 teams. But honestly, like, who knows? Who knows? The pro am could like get the best of a team, honestly.
Yeah, that's actually a great question. Let me see if I can get things pulled back up real quick here. Yeah, so Thieves played G2 in Carolina and got dog walked, and then won against Vancouver, Cloud9, and Miami.
I like this. I like.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I'm actually kind of leaking my shit too. As far as like switching gears here, I got really annoyed, or not really annoyed, but really kind of in tune with like throughout the whole Black Ops 7 season, right? Who has been the most consistent and the most impactful? The one that you isn't really fighting for their spot, doesn't really shit the bed, is always showing up and showing out throughout the entire season, with meta changes, without meta changes, through the slumps, throughout from the start to now. I started thinking on this and was like, yo, number one's got to be fucking Hook, dude.
Yeah,
That
I can see
motherfucker
that for
is
sure.
crazy
Everything.
good. Crazy good. So my top 10 pros for this Black Ops 7 season is Hook at number 1, Simp at number 2, Scrap at number 3, Shotzi at 4th, Merc at 5th, Joe Deceives at 6th, we got Neptune at 7th, Abusa at 8th, Lurks at 9th, and Super at 10th. And my honorable mentions, right? My honorable mentions, we got Rencor, Dashy, Hydra, Sib, 04, and Abisi. What are you guys' thoughts?
You go ahead, Jay. What you think?
I mean, I Hook at number 1 is faded to me. Like, I don't think Hook's in the top 5 for sure.
Not top 5. What you talking
about? No. I don't think Hook's top 5. I think
Number
probably
6.
maybe 6 for sure. I think if you were to like look at who was the best player for a stage, or like, I feel like there's different ways to look at it. Like, who was the best during Major 1 quals and Major 1? I would say Ghosty. Pretty like unanimously, like Ghosty was on a different fucking level Major 1. But I don't see Ghosty in here. And then whenever you go to like Major 2, who was probably like the best player for like Major 2 quals? I would say Hook. I would say Hook was probably like the best, like all around player. But he also had like a God Squad. Like you got 3 of Optic players in the top 5. So like, I mean, I think Hook does like a shit ton on the map. But if we're gonna like say like purely like numbers, like Hook wasn't moving like that major one qual. Hook wasn't moving like that major one, major one period. So I think Hook definitely gets hurt there. I also don't think Hook is the best player on Optic. Like I think Merc is been way more consistent and way um, throughout the whole season. He has been better, like from day one of the pro league to today. So I personally would have Simp number 1. I just think like what Simp's been doing the whole year, especially like with his team was kind of shit in the bed major one, and he was still dropping numbers. I would probably have Merc 2. I would probably have Scrap 3. I mean, Scrap has just been unfucking real. I'm doing this off the top of my head, by the way, so like apologies for maybe fucking this up. But I also think Shotzi, like I know Ake says this, and like I do think like he definitely like goes off like a little too hard. But I do think at this current moment in time, Shotzi is the worst player on Optic. Does that mean that Shotzi isn't like a top 10 player? I would probably still keep him in my top 10, but I also think you have Dashy outside the top 10, and Dashy has been unfucking real
I was
this
gonna
year.
put Dash in.
Yeah, like Dashy has been better than Shotzi for me for sure. Um, if I were to keep going, I would probably say Joe Deceives. I mean, Joe Deceives had a fucking shit team, all major one. I mean, just god awful, and he was still dropping numbers. And even like right now, like bro, he's dropping 1.4s, like almost regular. Like this dude is insane. I'm only dropping him like lower than the other 3 because the other 3 have more success. Honestly, I know that's more of like a team thing, but like kind of have to do that. Um, then I would probably go Abuza. Abuza's been excellent this year. Then I would probably go Dashy. Have Dashy as my number 4 AR, right? You got Abuza, Scrap, Merc there. Um, then I would probably go. Um, I would probably go. Give me Hook over Dashy. Put Dashy one below.
I can see that. Yeah.
Then Dashy. Then I'm probably going Rencor. I think Rencor has been super slept on. I'm definitely putting him over Super. I think Super, if we're just looking at S&D, like for sure. But like, got him. Then I would probably agree with. Well, I wouldn't agree with you on Lurks being there. I would go Shotzi then Lurks. And the only reason why Neptune doesn't make it in my top 10, he would be first off the list. I feel like that team has been so lackluster and he hasn't been that star power, but Lurks has been in a way worse situation and we can still see his star power.
That's fair. I can see that. Kind of. I
That's
don't
my
know why
top
I'm
10.
silently hating on Lurks being in the top 10, but I can see that.
I do feel like him being like a rookie and him being on like a shit team and him like not like having any success like makes me want to like drop him out. But
He's still there. He's
still there. Like he's still there. Like if we were to do this exact same like list like at the end of Major 4, I think probably Hydra and Abizi will end up finding their way onto this list just because like the meta has changed and I feel like it fits them. But like I don't like I think everybody would think of them as top 10 players, but I don't think there's any argument for them to be top 10 at this point. Even though I like them on your list, I'm just saying like
Fair enough.
I'll
Well,
fuck
I
with
mean, I could agree. I mean, like just when I was doing this in my head late last night, man, I was just thinking like Hook's always the one that's always calming, always the one that's going fucking hard, always shooting bots, always uh, going, showing up and showing out. So like, obviously he's had some great runs, and then obviously he's kind of took the back seat and had his teammates go be consistent there. I mean, obviously Merc being the best one on the team there with as far as like numbers go. But I feel like there's a lot that Hook does on the map that definitely goes unseen. So that's kind of like if we remove Hook from Optic, what does Zach look like? And then like if they, I don't know, who would they bring in? Say Hydra, replace him with Hydra. How would that team look? Obviously, Hydra would be a great point and shoot fucking player, but would he be bringing the comms? Would he be bringing the strats? Would he be bringing the things that Hook brings to elevate the team? So that's why I had him at number 1. Of course, he does.
I think I think that's totally fair. Like I think your analysis as to like who does the most for a team, I would say Hook has got to be like top 2, top 3. But if I'm saying like best players, taking into consideration like who they are, what their expectations are, what their situation is, what their performances are across like the whole year, like you gotta look at my list and your list. Like how many players on phase do we have in the top 10? I think I have 2. You have 2, maybe 3. No, you got
Phase?
2.
Just one.
Like yeah, like how many do you have on 100 Thieves? No, I think you have a Boozer, right? A Boozer and Simp.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How many players you got on 100 Thieves? You got 1. Like you got to look, dude. I have all 4 of Optic on there. You got 3 out of 4.
Mhm.
Like Hook is definitely like this like great piece of glue, but you can't act like he isn't in like this fucking well-oiled machine though too though. You know what I mean? Like Lurks for example, or like Rencor, or like Joe D. Like they're just not in the same situations. Where like I feel like if you plopped Hook, for example, on like Carolina, like it don't matter how good he's coming, like his stats are gonna fucking deteriorate. So I just feel like he's in such a good situation that like even though like he does bring like a lot to the table, like I also think Merc does more excluding comms. He does way more on the map, and his performances kind of speak to that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's definitely got the
Merc
ice in
the
his
God.
veins.
Mm-hmm. Mr.
Everything-
Mane, you got any qualms? You got any critiques? You got a different 10?
What's your top 10
I
looking
do have
like?
a different 10. I was thinking about it, comparing everything, and then thinking over the whole season. For me, I got to put Mercules first, just the consistency alone. I mean, it's close with Simp. I agree. Simp number 2 for sure. And then I'm definitely thinking about Scrap being there. Just looking at the names that are in front of me, but let me just take a double check here. Merc Simp. Yeah, I'd have to go Scrap number 3. The consistency again. I can't knock it. I mean, that's really what you need. And then yeah, number 4, I would say I would put Puke there, and then Joe Deceives because he's a freaking insane motherfucker.
I don't
know.
think I'd have Joe D as high as I do. Like after like Major 2, I was like kind of like not that high. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
Kips is kind of going great, bro. This qualifier too. This guy finished like a 1.3 overall for the whole qualifier. Like, bro,
Crazy.
like dude, Joe's insane.
He instantly shot himself back up. Like,
Yeah, like he's insane, bro.
and then for this one, let's see. I mean, Neptune's a good ass shout. I know Lurks wouldn't make my top 10. I'd probably have to go. Definitely Abuza there, and then Dashy.
I also think that like me having Ghosty off is kind of criminal because he was definitely like the MVP of like all of stage 1. But I mean,
That's just
Gentleman
stage
just kind of
1.
didn't really perform. Yeah, no, exactly. That's why I did have him out. I'm like, dude, you kind of got to think about the whole year though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's been
I mean, and then I'd
consistent?
probably go. See, this one's tough actually. I'd probably have to go Abuza, Shotzi, and then 04. Because Shotzi has been making plays. Abuza has been making.
Wait, go back. We got a Boozer right here at number 6.
Oh yeah,
Dashy.
Abuza, Dashy. Okay, yeah. Let's see. That's gonna be. Let me put. It's gonna be Super, Shotzi, and then 04 for me. Because 04 did actually pop off, and I mean, it kind of boosted him for the overall in my books. For that
Nah,
one
for sure. I feel like 04 was so dog shit Major 1 and like
Yes, that was what I was about to say, dude. Because
all of Major 2 qualifying, like there was talks of him getting dropped, but like bro, that motherfucker was walking on water in the finals and in that whole tournament too, Major 2. That's the only reason. Like I would probably have Ghosty, Neptune, 04, Hydra, and Abizi like my like first offs. Like those are like my like next 5 in some random order. But like
yeah.
I don't know, like he was selling the whole fucking first 4 months of the game, and then he just flipped the switch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, like that. The flip of the switch was. I mean,
Mhm.
I've never. Yeah, okay, yeah, like Optic was losing and all this stuff, but I was getting pissed off at the kills he was getting. I was like,
Mhm.
no way,
Mhm.
bro, no way, bro.
Nah,
And
he was lasering.
yeah, he was. I mean, God, I can't knock it. Can't knock it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this was a top 10 that I wanted to see who was most consistent throughout all of season, Black Ops season. I mean, like, there's never been, a doubt in my mind about these top 10 dropping stinkers back to back to back to back to back and just being that liability on the team. So, I mean, that's where I've seen this this top 10 here. I mean, I could definitely replace. I mean, this took me some fucking time to manipulate and think on, dude. I was like, bro, like, I don't know about Super. Then you got Dashy, Rencore, Sib from earlier tournaments was going crazy and then kind of fell off too. So I'm thinking about people who are peaking early and then drop off, and then people who are just absolutely just consistent throughout the entire year. So I know Rencore and Super have been up there for sure. I was kind of back and forth on, who to put here in that top 10. That's why I had Rencore right there at the bottom, because I was going back and forth. Jagme, I do agree with the Dashy. He's definitely been really impactful for Optic for sure. It's just I know Shotzi has that takeover capability that he can just pop at any second. So that's why I was like, dude, this guy is like, sure, he's not doing
Wait.
much.
I actually wanted to talk about this because I've just been thinking about this on myself, like by myself. What do we think about Shotzi's quote unquote takeover ability? Because like whenever I think about like this is more of like a like broader, I guess, conversation that maybe isn't a good time. But like whenever like you ask me like, yo, when did Shotzi take over? A lot of like my memory is on like Modern Warfare games because he had such a skill gap in movement over other players. That's pretty much just totally gone away in Black Ops 6 or Black Ops 7 with like the Omni movement. And then also like him like getting lost in like control and just being like a thorn in other team sides, like where like they like have to go out of their way to like search for him and find him and kill him before they can like go play the zone, before they can go defend, like whatever. This year, like just thinking back, like what I haven't thought, I can't think of a single Shotzi takeover, to be honest with you. And this isn't even like a knock on Shotzi. Like I like Shotzi, like I'm a big Shotzi fan. But like I feel like control not being in the game and omni movement has like really kind of like nerfed Shotzi. Like he's a great player. I have him in my top 10. Like he's gross. He's disgusting. But I can't remember like the last time. Like I remember like a vault control where he was like top fucking
Oh yeah.
art and the other team had no idea what was going on. Like I can think of like him on Skid Row, like on the outside of like that upstairs hard point where he was just moving around like crazy. I can't think of a single time in Black Ops 7 where it's like, oh my god, dude, Shotzi's going insane. They can't kill him. They can't find him. He's just taking over.
It's like
And I
plays.
don't even think it's like his fault. I feel like the game's just changed.
Yeah, it's like 1 or 2 plays now. It's not like 30 seconds, 40
Yeah,
seconds.
like am I tripping in saying that?
Nah, I could see that
No, the
personally.
last time I remember him popping off like a takeover series was at Champs last year on Hacienda, getting that 4-piece to save that
Mhm.
4 hill
Mhm.
and just absolutely taking it after that. Against LA Thieves, I believe that's what it was, or was it was against Hydra? I think it was LA Thieves then. Anyhow, but yeah, I mean, dude, this has just been something that's. I mean, who knows? He could be just saving some things for champs or maybe even this pro am. Who knows? But I mean, yeah, I mean, I agree that it hasn't been much superstar flashy super plays out of Shotzi here recently. And of
That doesn't
course,
mean that he's not consistently like good. Like he's consistent. Like again, on my top 10, like I'm not using this as like this like major knock. I just think that I can just think of so many moments in other CODs, and especially in the ones that like isn't Omni movement as well, where like he was just such a difference. Like there's not a single player in any other team that can do what he does. Whereas like this year, I don't feel that the same way.
I agree. And he did sell on that one overload on Scar where he went and ego chilled the guy on plane heady and got taken out.
Oh yeah.
No, that's
Well, he did have that great den play. He did have that great den play where like he like let the guy like run by and then scooped and scored. That was awesome. Like don't get me wrong, that was fucking sick. If you guys remember that against FaZe.
Yeah.
Like that was cool, but it wasn't like a takeover. That was a great moment though. Don't get me wrong. That was absolutely fucking insane.
yeah.
Overload.
Overload.
Well, all right. Well, that is going to be our top 10 here. So we'll see what this looks like kind of coming towards the end of the year. And then, yeah, man, we got Optic at 5-0 for the qualifiers. So they're the only ones undefeated moving into this major. So we'll see what they bring to the table. I mean, they did take a win against FaZe, LAG, or LA Paris Channel Mates, I'm sorry, Koi, Boston, and LA Thieves. So pretty strong. Pretty
That's
strong.
legit.
Yeah, pretty legit. So, okay, well, cool. Well, let's move on to something else here. As far as what we got to talk about now, we've got Season 4 apparently is getting another anti-cheat update here. Black Ops 7 will require a Microsoft Azure attestation in Season 4. A new
Attestation.
yeah, I don't even know, man. These words probably don't make no sense here, but essentially looks like a new security requirement for Microsoft. What that means for PC players whose systems aren't compliant will see a message alerting them that failed whatever the word is status here that was applied, and matchmaking will be adjusted. Those attempting to play with other players that have failed attestation will, damn, this shit's so small, will see a message that failed status and is applied because one or more party members do not meet the secure requirements. Okay, looks like you're gonna be placed into limited matchmaking lobbies if you don't have this feature enabled. So you'd be in a bunch of cheater lobbies.
Great. No,
Let's
this
see here.
TPM and secure boot. This
Yep.
should be already done. So yeah, that's perfectly fine for most players, I would say.
I don't think this is gonna make much of a difference, respectfully.
Yeah, it
No,
never
no, I
does.
mean, I do not believe in Ricochet.
TPM and Secure Boot was the best update we got, and it still didn't fucking fix it, dude.
Yeah, that was the next layer, and it
It
didn't
fixed
fix
it for like a couple weeks, I swear, and then like even like the whole season, like this season 3 or whatever is like where like it started going downhill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone Claude coded some new scripts. It took him a little bit.
Dead ass. Well, all right, and then moving on here into some rumors here for Modern Warfare
Ooh.
4, ladies and gentlemen, strap in. We've got some shit to talk about. Looks like here for the first rumor we've got so far, there is no carry forward for Warzone, which includes 4 full games of weapons and cosmetics that you will not see in Modern Warfare 4. So it's going to be a full reset. So nothing's going to carry forward at all. And then getting into some actual nitty-gritty leaks here. We do not know. Take this with a grain of salt here, ladies and gentlemen, but we'll see if this is actual true. But sounds like the Modern Warfare 4 is reportedly being developed on a brand new engine that combines elements of both Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. The overall gameplay pace is expected to be sitting at Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, slower and more tactical than Modern Warfare 3, slightly faster and smoother than Modern Warfare 2. Slide canceling will be reportedly returning, but a much more balanced and slower compared to the form of Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7. The movement is said to focus on a cleaner and more grounded experience rather than an extremely fast-paced arcade movement. The carry-forward system will reportedly be removed. Operators will previous titles will not transfer. Calling cards, cosmetics, and other progression items will not carry forward. Weapons from older Call of Duty titles will also not transfer. However, weapon camos from previous Call of Duty games are rumored to remain usable in this title. The upcoming Call of Duty titles are also expecting a feature a much more minimalistic and clean UI design, focusing on readability and a more modern presentation style. Overall, Modern Warfare 4 is rumored to aim for a balance between classic tactical gameplay and modern movement mechanics, while creating a more polished and undefined experience for the Call of Duty releases. So I kind of like that, man. I kind of like that we're not getting a lot of carry
Sounds
forward
kind
stuff.
of good.
Why
does that sound good though? I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I love Modern Warfare 2 ranked. I might have some nostalgia rose tinted glasses on, but if they're gonna, and I love Modern Warfare 3 even more. To be honest, I feel like that was the best game we've had in a while until BO7 as far as gameplay goes. But to blend those two together, yeah, that actually sounds not too bad.
Yeah, I agree, man. If we can get some red dots to come back on the minimap, get dead silence as a damn perk, and maybe get some good maps, I think we'd be in a good year for Call of Duty, and obviously some good weapons too. But I don't think they can mess up Modern Warfare 4 weapons like they do in Black Ops 7 when all these iron sights are trash. Just the meta in general is trash on Black Ops 7. So yeah, I'm excited to see more about this. I'm hoping that we get something pretty soon. I know Infinity Ward tweeted out like over 200 days ago saying that they were going to give us more in the future, and it's been over 200 days, so we don't know if it's going to be anytime soon or what. But usually the leaks and trailers and all kinds of teasers should be start coming around May, June timeframe for sure. And then one last thing as well, Modern Warfare 4 will only launch on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. It will not be on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So this is an absolute W for the developers here to actually push the needle forward on the graphics and what the COD can handle as far as like new gen. So definitely some good stuff there for sure. So
that's going to change the game as far as like the back end stuff, connectivity. Definitely the UI. Like you mentioned, the graphics, bro. Like the fidelity should be. I mean, I feel like we get diminished returns with technology now, but it should be a visible return, and that's going to be pretty fucking cool, to be honest.
Absolutely.
It's already looks good, so like this will be great.
I'm excited, man. I'm absolutely excited. I mean, I'll be honest, dude. We've had some great Call of Duty in the past week here, but that's all I've had to talk about. Is there anything that I should be bringing up, or anything that we're missing out before we wrap things up?
I did send you my Call of Duty tiers list we could go over to get some opinions on potentially before the LAN starts, and then come back to it post LAN.
Come back to it
I like
post
that.
LAN. Okay, let's see if we can do this in real time. Hopefully, I don't dox myself here.
Make that full screen. See what happened.
Okay, this is Jack's absolute tier list coming out of the qualifiers for Major 3. He said he's got Optic Texas, FaZe Vegas, and LA Thieves making it to the finals. Could be finals without Insight. Oh my god. It's its own bracket. Toronto Core. Who are we?
You gonna tell me I'm wrong? Yeah. Let me explain this before the boys get absolutely into it. All right. Starting at the bottom, you gotta start at the bottom with the tiers. Okay. Should be in jail. These guys should be in jail. These guys are terrorists. Okay. We got Breach, who are just going there for funsies. We've got Cloud9, of course. I think like the major storyline, other than like what they bring, like what normal tournaments bring to the table, is everybody wants to see an AM team just beat the living shit out of these guys. Like, I mean, come on now. Surge is the exact same thing. I know like that meta change gave them like some like new life, but I think they're dead in the water. And then this tier is kind of interesting. I feel like these are some teams that like a lot of people are super high on, other than like Ravens, and it's like, when you really think about it, like, what has Carolina done or not done that's different from these two other teams? Nothing, dude. These guys have all gotten double first rounded, like, last tournament.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are all great teams that we all think are, like, super talented. Do that shit on LAN. Like, figure it the fuck out. Figure it out if I'm going to get my hopes up or not. And also, like, what's really important is, like, Riyadh and the Royal Ravens and I think Koi, those guys are all fighting for that 8 spot. Like 7-8 spot for like champs qualifying. That's like the only thing we have to like look forward to. Like one of those 3 teams is gonna make it the champs. I'm assuming it's not gonna be Koi. I'm assuming after this tournament they'll like make them so safe. But like Ravens and Riyadh, that's like coming down to the wire. Like one of these teams actually has to perform on lane, or else they might not qualify for champs. Up to the next tier. Who are we? These guys don't know what the fuck is going on. I mean, Gentlemate's won Major 1, and they just haven't had a semblance of like who they are since. Like they were a fundamental team that like Optic couldn't beat because of the fact that they were playing at a certain pace, a certain way, and they were playing the game right. And then ever since, they just seem to be making these mental errors that like they just forgot who they were. And then same with G2. It's like G2 got a top 4 placing Major 1, and then you watch this team, like you want to get hope, and like they'll beat FaZe, they'll beat Thieves, and then the next week they'll lose to like Riyadh or like Boston, or like, I mean, I'm kind of making that up. I don't have that. Those are actual matches, but like G2 doesn't know like if they want to be good or if they want to be bad. Like they don't know. So they got to figure that out. And then moving on to could be finals bound without insight. I feel like if this team had Nasty, or if this team had Lunars, or if this team had,
Lurks.
I mean, well, Lurks is a subby, but if this team had fucking Mamba, maybe not Mamba, but like if this team just had an AR that could bring some pace and like get you like 10 more kills on a map, on like your hard points and like your overloads, like I think this team should easily be in that next tier. But they're not doing that, and it's they got the EU buff last tourney, and they got them that top 4 placing, and I think they are a really good team. But I think they're going to stay a step below from our finals bound tier, which I have these 3 teams above, which you can see are Optic, Vegas, and LAT. Gentlemen, thoughts?
I
love it.
absolutely
First off.
agree. I would say,
Anything you'd move up or down?
oh man,
Honestly, I'd even put Riyadh over Carolina, but everything else looks fucking good to me, and I love the Koi tier. What about like wasn't Beans on this team? Not this year though, right? Or
Last
what?
year he was
What if you
on.
put Beans on instead of Insight this year?
See,
Think they'd
the
do
only
better?
thing that I think is that it's weird because of the fact that he's already been there and like already played with like Joe, Kleenex, and Insight
Yeah,
he'd be swapping out for. So like my guess is that like I mean
politics.
they dropped Beans for Abe for like EWC, so like I think they didn't want him anyways.
Something. Yeah,
So like something's up, but I do think that there could be players in challengers. Like I think Brack could be a fair shout. I think
I like that. I like that.
I mean, there's got to be an AR on Bush. I'm blanking. Cammy maybe. I mean, there are players that could like literally just do what Insight does and get just a little bit more damage. Like he is consistently just too low on damage. Like he's just. It seems like he's just not contributing as much as every other team's AR is,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just kind of like your main problem. But I mean, yeah, if you guys like the tiers, I mean, I'll bring one next week post major, get some new category names, and just kind of see how everything shakes out.
And compare. I like that idea, like you said, and then compare them. Yeah, that's a bet.
Okay.
See who moves up, who moves down.
The only thing I would say, Carolina Online's been a little bit better than Miami, because they had that really weird stint where they went like flawlessly killing everybody, including Optic.
Yeah, but I agree. But wasn't Miami the number 2 seed last tourney from the online 11-week thing?
I know they were up there, but
Didn't Miami go like 9 and like 3?
Actually, I think you're right. I think Miami did go crazy.
Like peep that.
Let's see here.
Go esports wiki, or you can do breaking point. But I'm pretty sure if you go major 2 qualifiers.
Let's see your events.
I guess it doesn't show it there.
So what? Major 2 stats.
Major 2 qualifiers. It was like 11 matches.
Where the fuck are my?
Here, I'll send it to you.
Where can I see this at? Qualifier event.
Here, peep my text to you. Scroll down. Don't support them.
Supporting.
You can go down. That's just the pro points. But yeah, they got second seed.
Yeah,
They went 7 and 4, and Carolina went 6 and 5. So I guess it's close enough. But like, I mean, come on, man. Number 2 seed, 64% map win percentage.
Yeah, damn.
Like,
kind of a fall off in them.
Like these guys got double first rounded in the tourney.
Chalk.
Yeah, they did, dude. They really did.
So like I feel like Miami. I think Miami and Riyadh should be on a higher tier than Carolina, but they got to prove it.
Yeah, they definitely got to prove something. I mean, it looks crazy too when they do that and get that shit fucking done to them like that.
I mean, Super was fucking dropping like 2 KD and fucking sniper, like with a sniper, like he was on S&Ds, like he was him. And then they got to London and they just shit the sheets.
We got nervous. I wonder if the sleep had anything to do with it, or if that's coke.
I mean, Riyadh Falcons also, I mean, had like a similar
That's what I'm
story,
saying.
too.
Onliners. If you scroll up, Bobby, if you scroll up to the never mind. If you scroll up to the top, you should be able to click major instead of qualifiers. Yeah, championship. Click championship to the left, and then you can see the bracket. Like, look at these fucking cats. Carolina just fucking flew there to get shit on. Riyadh didn't win a map. Miami won one map. Like, these guys are fucking frauds. Like, fucking prove it to me.
Yeah. Wow, dude, look at that.
So what that was Major 2? What about Major 1? What they do in Major 1?
Major 1 Miami won a little bit more.
Miami got to
Top 6? Top 8? Top 8.
Losers round 3.
Right? 8?
Yep.
Yeah, top 8.
Hmm.
Carolina got top 12. And then what was the other team that I had in there?
Riyadh.
Carolina, Miami, and Riyadh. Yeah, Riyadh got top 10.
So Miami, Riyadh.
Fucking talk to me. These guys are fucking
Carolina.
frauds.
I mean, let's be honest, though. Carolina played Vancouver Surge and got shit on. And then Riyadh played in Cloud9 New York, won that 3-1, and then went to go play FaZe Vegas and took it to the last map.
I mean, sure, that's fine, but if you want to, I don't know, if you want to be like a fucking team that people like remember, or a team that actually like does something, you got to get an upset somewhere. You can't just beat the teams like
Miami
New York
got
and then get shit on by the
shit
top
on
twos.
by G2.
Yeah, G2 had a fucking legacy tourney. They
Yeah.
got top 4.
Yeah.
They beat FaZe 3-0. They 3-0'd FaZe. Like, so, I mean,
They did.
So weird to see that shit.
so I mean, sure, it's not Riyadh's fault they had to go up against FaZe and losers round 2, but like, you got to beat a fucking team somewhere. It's a tournament. If you actually think you're fucking top 8 worthy, fucking get up to top 8, get up to top 6. Like, I don't know.
They're fraud.
And that's why my tiers are undefeated.
Let's see what we got for Major 3 qualifiers here. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, now, God, dude, this shit is so fucking buggy. Riyadh's at 3-2. Carolina's 2-3. Miami's 2-3.
Yeah, like, I mean, they didn't even have that great of an online stretch. Granted, it's only 5 games. But, like, Miami played against FaZe and beat them. Lost to G2, lost to Thieves, lost to Riyadh, and then beat Gentmates. They arguably beat the 2 best teams and lost to the Thieves, never mind. But, I mean, and then Riyadh beat C9, loses to FaZe, beats Miami, loses to Koi, beats Surge. So, like, they beat the teams they probably should have, lost the teams they probably should have. Like, you got to prove something. Carolina beat Thieves and then lost to like every fucking buddy else other than
Yeah,
C9.
they beat Thieves, they beat Cloud9, but then got shit on. Well, they went map 5 with FaZe, and then got shit on by Paris Gentlemates, and then also got shit on by Surge. Weird resurgence.
That was when, yeah, that was when Surges fucking brought out that new roster and started to win. The Van Gooner Surges.
Van Gooner Surges, dude.
Splurge.
Let's see here. Surge, they won against Carolina. G2 got shit on by LA Thieves, Riyadh, and Koi.
How do you say Nero's last name?
Nero Koch?
Coke.
Oh, this man is crazy with it.
Dylan Koch.
Starting with his last name. That's crazy.
Interesting.
Splurge.
Slurge. Oh man. Okay. Well, I mean that is some crazy shit to think about. Okay. Well, we've got Major 3 right around the corner here. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a good ass time. Starts at 12 o'clock Eastern time. We're gonna have a bunch of COD to be watching here, And I'm excited, man. I'm ready to see Optic come out with an absolute dub this time around here and not get absolutely torched by some BS, no warm up or some shit. So,
Yeah.
Okay, well, cool, man. Well, that's all I had for you guys this afternoon here. Really appreciate you guys coming in and speaking some Call of Duty. I know it's been a little bit of a crazy episode here with all the unprofessionalism with my setup and whatnot. So I'm trying to get it all tinkered together and working good. I still kind of feel a little awkward with the setup here, so hopefully it wasn't too rough of
It looks good.
a fucking episode here. But we're gonna keep pushing along and making some improvements here to make it look even better. But yeah, man, really appreciate you, Mr. Mane, coming in and doing anything that you do on and off the screen. You know, like usual, Mr. Jack, all the
Hey.
analysis, all that ball knowledge, man. Really appreciate that, man.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. Bobby, sir.
And the co-host with the most. Nah, this shit's good. You set up right, Big Bob. You set up
That
right.
mic sounded crispy. That mic sounded crispy.
For real.
Good. I'm ready to see some improvements. But okay, well, cool, man. Well, that's going to be it for this episode here. We'll see you guys after the Major 3 with the results of Optic winning. But other than that, man, we'll see you guys on the next episode of the BCP. Peace.
Peace.